Okay, here we are! We're about to hit 300,000 subscribers! Well, I mean, I am. I don't know about you. Hey, you could be, I don't know, you guys could be undercover YouTube agent. You could be, PewDiePie could be in this call right now. And you've already exceeded that threshold. But, you know, 300K, yeah! Alright. Oh, I got back from work today, so I was kind of like laying around for a little while. I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, well, I got to do this because holy crap, we're getting really close. Cue it up here. It didn't work. Crap. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. All right. Ding. All right. Now, I'm not going to leave this up the entire time because I know how you guys are. So you'll go and unsub me to like, let's try to screw up the counter. So we're gonna take that off now, but we'll check in periodically. And even if we don't, I'm pretty sure we could hit it this stream. It's only 5D. 50 is off here. Okay. We only need 40 more virgins. Come on. The virgin power is strong. I know there's at least that many left in the world. 2% battery left. You should probably find... You need to get to a charger now. Now, sir. Now! You can do it. I believe in you. Right now, somewhere in the world, somebody breaks out their phone like, I'm on it, Tekking! Cue the, like, Matrix music in the background, like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. He's, like, tossing people over in a city he's living in. He's trying to find, do you have a charger? Do you have one of those little portable battery packs? Anything, man! Anything! There's a guy charging his electric car on the side of the street. You just run over and rip that thing out. And he's like, Live phone, I need to watch Tekking hit 300K subscribers. There's a guy that got hit by a bus and he's lying on the side of the street and the paramedics come and they're charging up the freaking defibrillators. Like, clear! And then you just jump in and you just grab the defibrillator out of the paramedic's hands. I'm like, no, no, this is more important. Yeah, okay. 299K subs, not 300K. We're getting there! Oh, whoa, I lost the border. There we go, there's the border. I need the border to make this look nicer. See, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. So what you're treating us for... Oh, you know, like, I'm treating you... We're all going out for ice cream! If we hit 300K, we're all going out for ice cream right now, okay? Does that sound good for everybody? Alright, hold on. Let me go get my wallet. Hold on. Let me check. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can... Alright, you're all gonna have to get single cones, but I think we can make this work. We're all going out for ice cream! Just, actually, there's a local ice cream stand place that's in my area. I think every town has, like, their local little, it's not a franchise or anything. It's just, like, the local ice cream place. Most small towns have that. The one in our area is called the Krispy Kreme. And it's a place I went to a lot of times when I was a kid. And I know Krispy Kreme is also the name of a brand of donut. It's like a donut place. but it's not. It was actually the Krispy Kreme. I think the donut thing happened. I think that company started in the 40s, and the Krispy Kreme in my town, it's not really in my town, but it started in like the 60s. Okay, and it was a very long time before the Krispy Kreme people even noticed. Basically, what happened is there was an executive from the Krispy Kreme donut company that just happened to be driving by, and they happened to see it, and they were like, okay, and then they sent the owner, like, a cease and desist. The owner of the Krispy Kreme, his name is Jack. He's a friend of my dad's side of the family. Like, my dad and his brothers grew up, and they're, like, a good friend with him, and I had to do this advertising project once, and I had to contact a small business for an advertising strategy, and I used that place. Let me show you some pictures of it. It's just like a tiny little ice cream place on the side of the highway. There's mini golf there. You can get fries and hot dogs. I don't know if they get hot dogs. They probably do. But I know you can get like fries and you can get ice cream, and there's mini golf, and it's just like a really fun kind of place to spend a summer night. So yeah, so if you type in Krispy Kreme, yeah, the first thing you're gonna get is going to be the donuts. So check out this. Oh man, look at them donuts. Oh man. Oh my god, are those donuts on top of a freaking McDonald's Big Mac? What the hell? Come on, America. Come on. Come on, America. What the hell? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That does look friggin' delicious. I can't. Okay, the fillet of fish, that kind of looks a little disgusting. I'm a little dubious on that. But I tell you what, if a meteor is about to slam into the earth and we're about to die anyway, I'll try out the glazed donut Big Mac. That, yeah, you gonna die. How many calories do you think is packed into that freaking thing? Oh my god. Here are some Krispy Kreme. I actually saw these the other day. I was shopping at a Five Below and I saw these. So yeah, when most people see Krispy Kreme, they think of the donut place. Oh my god, these are making me really hungry for donuts now. Oh man, 300k, congratulations. Thank you, Abatash Badash. Oh, it's not instant diabetes if you just eat one donut. I mean, oh god. Oh my god. These look so good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is the 300k stream. We're just looking at donuts. Which, hey, I'm okay with that. Look at these things. They look delicious. Krispy Kreme bread pudding. Alright, well, whatever. Oh, freshly glazed. Oh. Oh, man. So yeah, that's the Krispy Kreme that most people in the world know about. All right, now this is the Krispy Kreme. Let me get some pictures here. Actually, I don't even know if this is on here. I'm sure people took pictures of it. Krispy Kreme donuts. Krispy Kreme donuts. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Krispy Kreme Drive-In. Now, it's not... I think it's spelled the same way, too. That's something else they kind of got on them, you know? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So, this is the Krispy Kreme that I grew up with. And like I said, it's not a really fancy place. That sign is kind of the big attraction, the kid with the giant ice cream cone. I always remember that kid from my childhood. And there's a giant version of him, too, that's in the window. There's like a giant sculpture of this kid. I don't know if he has a name or not, but he's there. And this is... You can kind of see it's designed after, like, you know, you can tell, like, this was a place that was built, like, maybe in the 50s and 60s. Because this kind of looks like an old-school McDonald's. Like, you know how the original McDonald's were laid out? Like, look at this. Like, old McDonald's 1950s. Like, you know, like, this is how it was laid out. And, you know, you'd have cars hanging out, like, driving up here. And, like, oh, it's... I think there's actually one of these places that are still open, too. It was kind of like the place where all the kids, all the teens would hang out, you know? So, yeah. But that's the Krispy Kreme that I grew up with. And it's still open to this day, and you could still go there and get some ice cream and play some mini golf, and it's fun. All right, so that was that. That was that. Oh, did we hit 300K already? Did we hit it? Damn it, it's still on the freaking Krispy Kreme. Hold on. We did it! We did it, guys! We freaking did it. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Have a good... Guys, get it back down. Get it back down so I can actually be present when it goes back up. Unsubscribe, wait 2 minutes, and then resubscribe. Is that the same town you live in? No, that's not the same town I live in. That's a little bit further away. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now subscribe. Subscribe. Okay. Let's get it back up there. I feel like I'm playing a shit. Oh God! No, God! That was like 100 at once. Holy shit! All right. Resubscribe. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's get a drum roll up in here. Can we get a drum roll? Oh gosh. I feel like I'm playing one of those like mini games, and like you gotta angle it right in the middle. Do. I'm doing the Mario theme for some reason. Do. Aw, man, my taskbar froze. It does that every now and then. My taskbar freezes, so I can't click on anything. Shit. Oh well, whatever. We'll get back up there. We'll get back up. Okay. I like waffles. I do too. I'm more of a waffle guy than a pancake guy. In fact, it's kind of hard to be a pancake person. If you're a pancake person, please explain to me why. The waffle is just designed... The waffle is just a better work of science and industry, okay? It literally has little square notches so the syrup can actually stay in. The pancake is just a soggy piece of dough. Now, okay, if you go to, like, a Denny's and get, like, the giant pile of pancakes with all the whipped cream and shit and bananas, okay, fine, but just aerodynamically speaking, the waffle is superior. The waffle is too textured and thick. If your waffle is too thick, then you're eating the waffle. You're cooking your waffles too much, buddy. The waffles consistency should not be, you know, hard enough that you would be like... There shouldn't be too much of a crunch there. You gotta get, like, a little bit of a crunch. You gotta get, like a low-tier potato chip crunch, but not nearly as much as, like, a pretzel. If you're biting into, like, a waffle and it's, like, a hard pretzel, then you went too far. You need to go back. Unfortunately, there's no back setting on the toaster, you know? When will the Sato video be out? Well, I was gonna do it tomorrow, but then I was at work today, and as I'm usually off Mondays, I was at work today looking at my schedule, and I'm like, oh, I actually work tomorrow, and it's a day shift, so it's like right in the middle of the friggin' day. So I'll still try to get it out tomorrow, but if I can't, then Tuesday. I'm gonna make a cake for it. That shouldn't surprise anybody. I'm gonna make a cake for Sato's video. I bought all the stuff for the cake. All the shit's downstairs in the kitchen. I have all the stuff ready to make a cake. So we're gonna make a cake, homies. My homies. Not homies like that, but homies like in, you know, One Piece. You are all fragments of my soul. God, the numbers climb so fast. I know, man. I don't know. We're almost 2,000 people watching me right now, too. It was because of the thumbnail, wasn't it? Do you guys see what I'm doing with the thumbnails? So, for the 200,000 subscriber special, well, the 200K subscriber live stream, I used Nami. But of course, for the 300K, we gotta one-up ourselves, ladies and gents. So, I had to use Robin. And for 400, well, see, here's the problem I've run across. You might think I'm just gonna use Boa Hancock for 400K. But then where do I go from there if I hit 500 or 600? You know, I gotta save Boa for later. Maybe 500K for Boa. Who am I gonna use for 4 though? You know? I was gonna say, please don't let me see, because I couldn't see the screen. I hope I didn't miss it. Come on. Rebecca? Oh yeah, I could just use Rebecca. Rebecca or Carrot. Reiju. Yeah, there's actually... Why did I say that? There are several options available for me. So yeah, maybe, yeah. Did you see what I did? Because they have big boobs, so they're like circles, and I use the 0. It was very clever. I don't think anyone picked up on that. Carrot! Use Big Mom, Koala. I'm not using Big Mom. I have standards. Maybe when I hit 1 million, I'll use Big Mom. We need to write this down right now. We need to get our priorities straight right now. Okay, alright. Nami was for 200k, Robin was for 300k. Alright, now... I still have, let's see... Where's the freaking pen? I have like 6 Sharpies in here. Okay. So, 400, 500, 600... 700, 800, and 900. Once we get to 1 million, I'm probably gonna have to figure out another way to lay out my thumbnails, because I don't think I'll be hitting like 1 million, 2 million like every month or so. I wasn't hitting it it was about every 6 months I was hitting another 100k, okay? So who's gonna be 400k? Alright, now remember, we have to work our way up. Okay? 400 should be Tashigi. I'm actually okay with that. I'm actually alright with that. Let's do that, okay? Because we're working our way up here, alright? So Tashigi will be 400k. I'm gonna make all of these right after this stream is over. I might not use them for years, but I'm gonna make this... Actually, no. According to my Social Blade, which let's just pull that up right now because I already have it up. So, according to Social Blade... my future projections, I should hit 1 million within 2 years. Let's try to make it low, like less than that. Let's try to make it less than 2 years. But according to this Social Blade, about a year and 10 months, I'll have 983,000. So this shouldn't take that long, honestly. You know, we should be seeing the rest of these thumbnails. And of course, the more subs you gain, the quicker, in theory, the quicker it takes to actually get more. So... Yeah. So. Okay. Okay, we're almost there! Shirahoshi is another one. Viola, Vivi. Let's do Vivi for, maybe 500k. Big Mom on weight scales for 1 million. Maybe I'll use Big Mom for 1 million, you know? Shirahoshi... Rebecca... I'm just writing down the names of the women right now, because I want to use Vivi, Shirahoshi, Rebecca, Viola, but Rebecca has to come before Viola. And then, Hancock, Boa. So let's make Boa, like, the 900k. Let's make you work for it, okay? Like, if you want to see Boa as the thumbnail, we're doing 900k for Boa, because, you know, Koala. Yeah, let's swap out, you know what? I've never really cared all that much for Viola. Rebecca's, you know, I don't know why, but Viola just, I don't know. Let's swap out Viola for Koala. Alright, so let's go Tashigi, Vivi, Koala, Rebecca. No, let's do Rebecca first. So let's do Rebecca as 6, Koala as, let's do Shirahoshi 7, Koala 8, Boa 9? Is that how? Well, no, Shirahoshi has to be right before Boa because, you know. So let's do Shirahoshi 8, Koala 7. Okay. So we basically have this laid out. Tashigi will be 400, Vivi will be 500, Shirahoshi... No. Rebecca will be 600, Koala will be 700, Shirahoshi will be 800, Boa Hancock will be 900. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Oh man, I forgot Reiju. Shit. And Carrot. Shit. I need to rework this. There's not enough boobs. All right, let's maybe remove Tashigi from the list, okay? Can Koala be 500? There we go! We got it! I saw it. It counted that time. All right. Cool. 100 a million has you know, yeah, they do. It does, to be fair. But the naming scheme I was doing was... I guess I could go... I guess with... Well... Yeah, because if we're going to do 1 million... 1 million has 6 zeros. I could always go, like... two set, like 3 girls on the thumbnail, all for the... Okay, yeah, we could do that. I'm overthinking this. Oh no, we're going down! Woo! We're like a turbulent wave. It doesn't matter, I already saw it. Congratulations again! Alright. But anyway, yeah. I present your knowledge. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I pride myself in my work. Use Don Acino's moves. I should. Hashtag equality. I really should. You don't see enough man boobs on here. I should, damn it. Let's see. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay. I'm surprised not more people want Kaya. Kaya just never shows up, so that's the reason. Although Usopp, when he gets back to Syrup Village after all of this, and Kaya sees Usopp, you know, brave warrior of the sea, ripped, got a little bit of the goatee going on, I think we all know what's going to happen from there. Yeah. All night long. You know, I can see it now. Usopp walks back into Syrup Village. Everyone's cheering for him. Usopp! Usopp! And then the veggie pirates come up to him, and he's like, Captain, you're back! And they're like, yeah, I am. I had an awesome adventure. And then he sees Kaya in the distance, and they run up to each other, and they hug, and they just kind of look into each other's eyes, and Usopp's nose is kind of, like, pressing up against her face, like... And then they just kind of... Like, the veggie pirates go up to Usopp, and they're like, Captain, we need to go show you, like, you need to go tell us everything on your adventures. And Usopp's like, tomorrow. And then he carries off Kaya to her mansion. And for the rest of the night. Yeah, you know, Usopp's been through a lot of shit, alright? And Kaya, you know, she was training to become a doctor. And you know, she wants to see Usopp again, and I think after the whole Kuro incident, you know, I think they both know, you know, that, I think that, you know, yeah, after they both achieve their dreams, it's kind of like the manga Bakugan, not Bakugan, the manga one by the Obata and Oba, the same ones that did Death Note, you know which one I'm talking about, the manga. Like, wasn't the premise of the MC in that manga was like, when I become a famous mangaka and you become a famous voice actress, we'll get married. Kind of the same premise with Kaya and Usopp. It's like, when you become a brave warrior of the sea and when you become a doctor, we'll get together. Bakuman, there you go. Yeah, Bakuman was with the spinning tops I never got into. I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh kid myself. Whee! What's your review on the Kevif? Oh yeah, the hoodies. They haven't come in yet. They haven't even been shipped yet, to my knowledge. I asked, I mean, I'm going to get an email when they get shipped. I signed up for it. I even signed up for, like, a text message notification. And, you know, I understand because I've ordered stuff from overseas a lot, as you can imagine. And the basic rule of thumb is if you're ordering anything from China or Japan, and you don't want to spend, like, a tremendous amount of money on shipping, and when I say tremendous, I mean, like, you can get it quicker for, like, you know, if you want to spend, like, 50, 60 bucks on shipping, but usually, if you're just ordering something from China, like cosplay or something, it's gonna take minimal of a month to get here, maybe, most likely more. That's Beyblade. Bakugan is the one with the little balls. Either one I never watched. Download YGO Pro in your free time and duel us. I already downloaded it. I've been playing it the last few days, actually. In fact, I could show you a few of my duels on YGO Pro, because I have that, there's that recording feature. So let me show you just how sweet my duel skills are, G. I'm like Joey Wheeler. Actually, I like Joey, because you know what I like to do? I'm not a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. Like, I'm just not. I would get killed in a tournament setting, because I put cards into my deck that are more fun than effective. So, I love cards that require games of chance. I love cards that require coin flips and dice rolls, and I just love those. All right, so I throw them into my deck, and because when they suck, but when I get lucky, I look like a freaking genius. You know, like, you know, cup of ace, cup of ace, cup of ace. How did you get 3 heads in a row? I'm like, I did. I'm awesome. In case you don't know, cup of ace is like it's one of the cards that was trying to, like, you know, make up for the fact that Pot of Greed got banned. Now, I don't know if you know what Pot of Greed does, but Pot of Greed is a card. It's a spell card, actually. Bear with me here. I know this is complicated. It is a spell card that allows you to draw 2 cards. I know. Very complicated effect. Anyway, it was banned because that was an automatic +1, and it was like, okay, that's a little bit too OP. So a bunch of cards came out to kind of mimic, you know, like there's a bunch of other pots and a bunch of other cards that are jars that you can use. There's a retrained version of Pot of Greed called Shard of Greed, which is like Pot of Greed on a delay. So you play Shard of Greed, and I think every time you draw a card during your draw phase, a counter gets added to the Shard of Greed, and when that counter reaches 2, then you could draw 2 cards. There was also another one called Raigeki in a Bottle, because this was back before Raigeki got taken off the forbidden list. But anyway, another card that's out right now and is not limited and not banned is Cup of Ace. And Cup of Ace is really simple. You flip a coin. Heads, you draw 2 cards. Tails, your opponent gets to draw 2 cards. So if you get really lucky, which I usually do, you get Pot of Greed. It's Pot of Greed if you just get really lucky with that coin flip. And I usually get very lucky whenever I play Cup of Ace. So, yeah, that's a fun card I use in my deck. I also use Sasuke Samurai number 4. Let me just show you. Let me pull it up here. Let me pull up some replays. Let me look to see some of my replays here. Whoa, hold on. Alright, let me mute that here really quick. Let me pull up some of my replays. Let me try to find some that are good here. What's this one? Oh, okay, this is a good one. Wait, is this... Hold on. Shit. Let me check something. Now, see, Okay, that's the one I wanted. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I can give it a shot. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. I'm gonna try to copy this screen here. Okay. Okay, cool, it worked. Alright, cool. So this is YGO Pro. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game simulator thingamadoo. Okay. And so this is me on this side, and that's the opponent on the other side. Alright, and there's music that goes along with this, but I turned the music off. Actually, I'll turn it down because it's loud, but I'll turn it. There we go. Alright, you can kind of hear that, right? It's just coming out of my speakers. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, boom. So, oh yeah, you got that? I got Ash Blossom, bitch. Take that. Bam. Oh, you got that freaking Blue Eyes White Girl Maiden whatever? Okay, watch what I'm gonna do. Raigeki, Sheen Smoke Signal. Oh, I Ash Blossom me. What am I gonna do? Sasuke Samurai number 4. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. What do you got? What do you got? I got Sanji. He's like Sanji, but he has a freaking Naginata. Yeah. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, he's gonna use Dark Hole. Okay, fair move, fair move. Good move, good move. But I got Return of the Six Samurai. And I got this. And I got that. And I got this in your day. Yeah. Boom. Alright, so that was that. Those are some of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Kicks. Yeah, it's YGO Pro, yeah. That's not Duel Links. Yeah, people say Duel Links is better. I'm always behind the curve. I am forever behind the curve. Are there... Wait, what? Did you just ask, are there seriously Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, are there seriously Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments till this day? Yes, there's seriously Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Why wouldn't there be? There's also seriously Pokemon tournaments. I have used Six Samurai for, like, years. It's just what I'm used to using, so that's what I use. My border got shifted. My border's off balance. There's a snake in my boot. There we go. Yeah, they're really big, yeah. Did they change the Yu-Gi-Oh rules? I mean, yeah, I mean, every time, I mean, there's Link monsters now, and there's, like, a new... This and Pendulum actually changed the format of the field, and I still, like, Pendulums, I always forget how they work. You know, like, I look up to read. I know how they're summoned and everything, but it's just so much shit to keep track of. You know, I was okay when Synchros came out. I was okay when XZs came out. But then Pendulums, all right, a little bit more complicated. And Link Monsters, because they're adding new spaces to the board now, and I have to, okay, now I have to relearn how the playing field works. Basically, with the introduction of Link Monsters, what they did was that not just the cards you play, but the places you play them on the actual game board now are relevant. Because, like, you had the 5 zones, the 5 monster card zones. It used to not, like, it wasn't even relevant, and no one cared where you put your cards. You could put them down wherever, and it didn't really matter. I mean, there were very few cards that actually affected the actual position a card was in. Like, I think Shift was one of them, but not very many cards actually affected the actual physical position the card was placed on the board. But now with Link Monsters, it is relevant where you actually play your cards. But I don't use Links either, so, you know. Who do you live with? My mom. Howdy from Texas. Howdy you doing, y'all? I got me a Texas hat. If I ever go to Texas, I have a hat. Walk around with this. I'd be the coolest person on the range. Let's see. How old are you? I'm 25. And I own this many stuffed animals. Actually, I own significantly more stuffed animals than that. Right, Litwick? Oh, God. Ow. Alright, so, about as good as time as any to tell you this. I injured myself the other day, okay? So, oh, man. Yeah, okay. Here's the deal. Where I work, we have these, we blow up balloons where I work, okay? And in order to do that, you need helium. And helium comes in these giant cast iron, tanks. Like, they're about as tall as I am, and they're cast iron. Like, you can't lift them. I mean, maybe if you're, like, freaking, like, the Mountain from Game of Thrones, or, like, John Cena or Brock Lesnar or something, you could lift these things, but these things are fucking cast iron tanks. They have to weigh at least 400-500 pounds, probably more, you know? And so, when one tank is empty, you gotta swap it out and bring out another one. And so the way that you actually move them out is you gotta... It's kind of like a dance, sort of. You gotta put your arms around the tank and then just kind of shimmy it, because it's like a round bottom, so you gotta kind of like, you gotta shimmy the tank, but make sure it doesn't fall, because it's a giant tank of helium, and if it hits the ground with enough force and explodes, you shoot through the freaking wall, you know? But anyway, yeah, I was wheeling one of them out, and you have to put them on these dollies to bring them to the back room. And then after you get into the back room, you bring another one out. Well, here's the thing. I loaded them up onto the dolly, and I was in the process of wheeling it into the back room. And there was a lady that was coming down the aisle, and I almost hit her with the freaking dolly and she had a baby with her too. Now, it wasn't like dramatic. It wasn't like I had the tank and the baby was right there and it was going to get crushed by this thing. It was just, I'm wheeling it like this, like I'm holding the dolly with my one hand, pushing it, my hand on the actual tank to keep it level. And then this lady, I was paying attention to the tank. I wasn't paying attention to the cart. And she came down the aisle and she almost hit it. And I'm like, oh, sorry. And I stopped and it started to roll off. And it's a really heavy tank and I can't have that thing hit the ground because I don't know what's going to happen. So I went to go grab it and it kind of like I'm using my chest to support the weight, but it's like 500 freaking pounds. So I'm like, yeah. And so I managed to twist it back onto the dolly, but it really like laid down on my chest, like right here, like pretty bad. And it's been hurting for about 4 days now. So what I think I did, and I've done this before, your rib cage has like a bunch of muscles like around it. And if you tear one of those muscles, it hurts a lot. Like it feels like your side is on fire. And I've done it before a few times. When I went to go lift something without stretching first, or just I'm gonna pick somebody up now. I just picked somebody up once. It was like a friend of mine. She was like 100 pounds, and is like, can you pick me up? I'm like, sure, and I did, and I was like, yaha, I did it. And then the next day I woke up and I was like, ah, crap. So you know, I don't think I broke a rib or anything that dramatic, but I think I just pulled a muscle pretty bad, and it's gonna take a few days to heal that, because it's happened before. Maybe just a little bit worse this time because it was a little bit of a heavier object. But it's not like unbelievably painful. It's not like, you know, ridiculously painful. I don't even have like there's no bruise or anything. You know, I'm not coughing up blood. I don't have trouble breathing or anything. So don't worry about me. Howdy from Glasgow. Glasgow. Yaoyorozo pics. Okay. We have a folder for that. Where's the 1A video? The Class 1A video is slowly filling up. Also, for Suyu's video, just gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna catch a frog. Yeah, I'm gonna catch a frog for Suyu's video and just have it here on the side of the thing, and I'll release the frog after the video's over, of course, but I'll just have a little container with a little frog next to it. Come on, because I am thorough. I am thorough, if nothing else. Alright, Momo. Let's see. You wanted a Momo picture. There we go. There's Momo. Fabulous. Hope you feel better soon. I think I'll be fine. Do you lift? No, I don't. I think if I did, I wouldn't be having this problem if I was lifting things regularly. Robin thumbnail. Yes, yes. Cross-dress for Ochako's video. I actually met an Ochako cosplayer when I went to Tekko this last year. Not even, yeah, back in April. Which was already, it's almost August already. That feels really weird. All the time goes by. This is the end. My only... Oh my god, I had another nuclear death dream last night. Like, okay, this is a really weird thing that happens to me every so often. It doesn't happen, like, ridiculously often. It's not like every week I have a dream of nuclear death. But every so often, every few months, I'll have a dream of either being attacked by a bear, that's a reoccurring dream I have, or just nuclear death, and it's always the same thing. I'll be hanging out, I'm either at my house, or one time I was driving my car, and another time I was at work, and it's always the same basic dream. It starts out, let's just, because sometimes I'm at work, let's just say I'm at work, like I'll be at work, and everybody will be panicking and freaking out, and then everyone will be, like, gathering together, like, what's going on? I hear a siren going off, and then I'll look into the distance, and I'll have, like, spitting image of the mushroom cloud, like, the mushroom cloud will just be, like, right in front of me, and I'll be like, oh, crap, and then, like, the shock wave hits and just... And that's usually where I wake up. But it didn't happen last night. I didn't wake up last night. Here's what happened last night. Last night, this was a straight-up nightmare. This was terrifying. I was at my house, looking out my window, and it was really cloudy, and everything was really scary and spooky. And then down my street, just a huge, boom, mushroom cloud. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, oh God, just let this kill me, like, immediately. Because if you were to walk out your front door and you saw a freaking mushroom cloud, like, within spitting distance of you, it's already game over. Like, there's nothing you can do. All you can hope for at that point is, oh, please let it be instant. Please just let it be dead. Because, you know, like, what's the alternative? The alternative is you get, like, crushed by your house, or you're slowly dying of radiation poisoning. Like, that's the freaking alternative. Yeah, guys, I say nuclear, okay? I say nuclear because that's the way I heard that word all throughout my childhood. Blame George Bush, blame, I don't know, stupid rednecks. I don't know. That's literally how I've said that word my entire life. It is so hard for me to say nuclear. That is the weird sounding version to me. So, every time I say it, I know I sound like a dumbass redneck, but that's what I got, alright? It's like, imagine your entire life you were told that it's pronounced nuclear. So, now I'm fucking it up. Nuclear. That's the way you're gonna say it, alright? Now, if I was gonna sit down and go through speech therapy, like, every single day, like, nuclear, then maybe I could say it right, but that's, like, everybody around me pronounces it like that. Like, it's what I got, alright? It's what I got. You know what I mean, so yeah, okay, great. You know how it's pronounced, I know how it's pronounced, but that's just how it's in my freaking mind at this point, in my brain, that's how it is. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, this dream last night, nuclear bomb goes off, right in front of me, and I'm like, oh, please just let it be instant. And then the shockwave hits normally, and this is normally where I wake up. But then I didn't wake up, and I also didn't die. So then I had the lovely experience of being in the bombed out ruin of my town, and I'm only thinking about yes, I know how it's pronounced, but that's not how I pronounce it. Of this nuclear bomb going off. The entire town is just leveled, and my mind immediately goes to, oh my God, I'm gonna die of radiation poisoning now. You know, that's what's gonna happen next. I survived the bomb, and now I'm gonna get freaking cancer, and I'm gonna die. Slowly. Horribly. So, then I start running around to all the other survivors like, somebody please kill me! Somebody please kill me! And then I woke up. That was terrifying. Oh, God. That was a horrible dream. That was a horrible nightmare I had. Oh. You have an odd instinct. Well, I guess blame my subconscious. Because I don't know, like, what else are you gonna do to that? Like, a nuclear bomb goes off. Right next to you. Like, you're screwed at that point. You're straight up screwed. There's nothing else you can do. You know, unless you have, like, I activate my emergency, like the thing in Fortnite. Like, emergency 70-foot thick lead fort just appears around me. Like, unless you have a magic button that allows you to, like, teleport or something, you're screwed, you know? Have you ever had sleep paralysis? I have one memory of having sleep paralysis. Do you have an amino? I do, yes. It was in my bed here, and because I've read that some people might have, I've read that sleep paralysis sometimes occurs more often when you sleep in places other than, like, your bed, like what you're used to, but whatever. Anyway, I was in my bed, and I just vividly remember waking up, but I couldn't move. And I started to freak out, you know, because it's like you're aware of your surroundings, but you can't move. So that was terrifying. But then I just remember, I can't remember if I eventually willed myself to move or if I went back to sleep and then I woke up. But I remember that fear. I distinctly remember waking up and being scared shitless that I can't move. I'm completely helpless. Yeah. How many pop vinyls do you have? Lots of them. Just in my room right now. I was running out of room to put them places, so I had to take them all downstairs and throw them in like a big plastic tote. Luckily, that wasn't one of the totes that got flooded, that got damaged with, water damaged with everything, back in January. But just in my room right now that I can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 in my, no, 5, 6. I have 6 in my room right now. I have Boros, Bakugo, Hancock, Thanos, and Suyu. Right here. There's Luffy and Ace and Lapis. They're all downstairs in my studio, and then I have a bunch in the room and in downstairs in storage. Yeah, I've experienced lucid dreaming before. Is there anybody that hasn't experienced lucid dreaming? I imagine that's something we would all experience at some point. Have you thought about dying with a smile? I'm just hoping that I die in a relatively painless way possible. Alright, if it ever happens, I'm hoping I'm not in pain when it happens. That's right now my only criteria. I would also prefer not to die in a really stupid way, like, I got hit by a bus or something, Stephen Moffat says the doctor's name is Mildred. Oh god, Mildred? Ugh. You're very energetic. I know! Hi. I saw my old, I had a blast from my past today. I saw my old preschool teacher today in the store. Mrs. Link. And it's just this short, round lady, but she's very sweet. And she looks relatively the same as she did that I remember her back in, like, 1998. No, crap. This would have been 1997. I would have been 4. Yeah, so, preschool. Preschool is funny because it's basically like glorified daycare. Like there's still a nap time and there's still like, they give you like milk and cookies and shit. And I remember that very distinctly. They do teach you basics. Like they teach you basic numbers, basic letters, with the colors and all that stuff there. And all the simple stuff. Basically, before you get... So you have a leg up on everybody before you start kindergarten. But yeah, it was Mrs. Link who was our teacher. And then there was also a nun from, I think, the Dominican Republic? I think that's where she was from. I do not remember her name. But it was this... She was a very nice nun. She was a very nice older lady from... I think the Dominican Republic, and she was also in charge of teaching us. The things I remember about that, the one thing I actually learned in that preschool, which is interesting, I learned how to use a computer there. That was the first time in my life, because my parents didn't have a computer growing up. We didn't have a computer until I was about 8. That's when we got our first computer, and so this was when I was like 4. They had old Macintosh, like, 2s. In fact, I think I can actually show you the picture of the Macintosh we used. Because I remember, I think it's a Mac. I looked it up before, like what version it was. Okay, hold on. Let me try to find the version here. And I remember the computer, it had like Mario Paint and like some very early, just... I think there was like one game that involved music. It was just really simple computer games back in like the late 90s, but... They got me used to using a keyboard and a mouse and the computer. So that's really what I have to kind of liken it towards. Music Maestro. This is a list of all Macintosh computers. Yeah, look at these guys. Check out the Macs. Check out these Macs. High CP usage, my computer can take it. This is a little bit before my time. This is a little bit early before my time here. Apple Macintosh, getting there. What the hell is this? What the hell is this monstrosity? The 20th anniversary Macintosh, the TAM, 1997. 12,000 of these were produced. Apple broke the molds and didn't even make any more in order to make the product seem more exclusive. They broke the molds. Oh, wow, these things are probably collector's items now. Man, look at this weird thing. That is the weirdest old computer I have ever seen in my life. I guess that big flap in the middle, that's the floppy drive, but it's not like a drive. It looks like you pop it open like a CD player, and then you pop in the floppy drive. That is so strange. It looks like a straight-up coffee machine. It does. Look how tiny the keyboard was. That keyboard doesn't even look practical. Okay, now we're just going on a wonderful history tour of the Macintosh computer. Let's go all the way back up to the beginning. This is the original, the 1977 Apple II. Well, what about the Apple I? What happened to the Apple I? The Apple I was, I'm going to assume the Apple I was like the prototypes that never actually got manufactured. You know, that was all like the ones that they would use in the lab and stuff. Okay, the Apple IIe. All right, cool. Okay, so anyway, yeah, what the hell is this? With this model, Apple did away with the floppy and switched over completely to oh, okay. Whatever. So yeah, that's the TAM. These things right here, these are the ones that we used. Yeah, these are the ones that we had to use in kindergarten and first grade. When we got to elementary school, I remember these things being in our computer lab. And that would have been in 1998, because I started school in 1998 in elementary school. So, yeah, I would have been 5 when these things came out. Or maybe they would have been these. One of these models. I remember the multicolored ones. So it was around this time that my class got these. Okay. As for the version I used when I was in preschool, it might have been something like this or this. A very old kind of Mac. By the way, I miss the original Mac logo. I miss that little colored apple. You know, I think they should have kept the colored apple. But let's keep going. This is the iMac G4 2002. The iMac Intel. So this is already looking like a basic Mac now. These are desktops. That looks familiar. I think I've used that before at some point. Oh my god, the first Macintosh portable. The first laptop. Looks like a giant DS, to be honest with you. Yeah, man, the 90s were so cool. Guys, look how cool the 90s were. You could have an iBook, 1999. They don't make laptops this cool anymore, guys. They don't make cool laptops this fleek anymore. Now they just make boring ones like this. Everything has to be silver and black now. Silver and black. Silver and black. Can you speak Russian? Dobre lano? Stacha hostis. Suka! And Christas Redelsha. That's pretty much all they... Oh, and like ja. You know, that too. But, you know. Yeah. Do you like Yu Yu Hakusho? I do. It's one of my favorite anime. Check your super chats! Okay. Check your super chats! Okay. Suggestion, watch the German Naruto opening. It's bad. I think I've seen that before. That rings a bell. I need to look into it again, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that already. Suggestion. Oh, wait, no. Matt, freaking watch Konosuba. Okay. I'll add that to the list. Thanks for sending me the recommendation. Dame to Cosita, do you have... Aha, I know what that means now. Do you have an amino? Yes, I do. Congrats on the 300k. I was wondering if you could do a discussion video on Koala. Yes, I was thinking about combining Sabos and Koalas, but I really like Koala. I could definitely talk about her alone for 30 minutes or so. So, yeah, there'll be separate videos. 300K, huh? You still a virgin? Subscribe. How does subscriber count have anything to do with my sexual freaking status? You know, like, I go up to a lady on the street and I'm like, hey, I was wondering if you would be interested in having sex with me. What is she gonna turn around like? Is she like an NPC in a video game where she turns around and like only come back to me and accept this quest once you have 300,000 subscribers? You know, even if I have 29999, it's like please come back to me once you have the required level. And then I come back to her. I have 300K. I'm like, you have now accepted this quest. But it's still very difficult and impossible. Yeah, that's not how life works. Message retracted. Okay. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah, I do too. I do too. Congrats on 300K subs. I love your vids. Keep up the good job. Thank you. Check out DBS card game. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has my card game virginity, but perhaps I'll look at some other cards. You know what I would love to play? The Naruto trading card game. There is one. Or maybe the Bleach trading card game. So many of these anime and these shows get turned into a card game, and they're basically modeled similar ways to, like, Magic, because Magic kind of started the whole trading card game phenomenon. But only, like, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic are the ones that are actually still played competitively. Like, no one plays the Naruto trading card game anymore. I remember you used to get, like, free trading cards in, like, Shonen Jump all the time, you know? I remember that. But no one plays the freaking... Yeah, no one plays that anymore. I don't think anyone played it even when it came out. My devil fruit would be the cold fruits. It slows down molecules around my area similar to Captain Cold. Yeah, well, that's kind of the same naming scheme as Aokiji's, but sure, you can go with it. You think Kaido could die from being launched into space? He would... Well, space doesn't really work the same in One Piece, because... it might actually be breathable. We don't know how space really works in one... Because at least on the moon is at least a breathable atmosphere. So, I don't know, you know. What is your review? Oh, I answered that one. Do you plan to play Jump Force? I'm not really a big fighting gamer kind of guy, but considering what Jump Force is, I might very well get a copy of that. What's your opinion on the live-action One Piece? I actually haven't read a lot into that. I'm not really a fan of when anime is made live action. I don't know why it needs to be live action. I think it's perfectly fine in the medium that it's in, but it keeps happening again and again and again, so it's just part of the reason why people do things. I don't know why. I would say just leave well enough alone, but we'll see how it goes. Anime going to make Sulong carrot boobs huge. Very likely that yes, that is going to be the case. Did you watch the last episode? Did you see Nami running away from Big Mom? Yeah, I noticed. And I answered that one, okay. Los Lobos Murata no Hablan. Sure. Kaido should just eat 2 devil fruits. Yeah, except we don't know if 2 devil fruits will actually kill you. It's just been... like, we've never actually seen it happen. We've never seen 2 people eat a devil fruit and then explode. So, maybe that doesn't actually kill you. And it was just something Vegapunk was, like, spreading as a rumor. Who knows? What's your opinion on Deku having a quirk and it was stolen? Yeah, I heard about that. I'm not a fan. I think the fact that he was a quirkless kid and got one for all, I think that, I mean, that works perfectly fine as a plot device. I don't think you need to make it more complicated. Because they even said, like, in the first episode, they said that Deku has that extra joint in his toe, and the doctor even said, you know, the humans that are born with that extra joint, that's a telltale sign that they're quirkless. So, there's other quirkless people in the world. Deku's not the only one, and the people that don't have that joint that's usually the telltale sign. So, there you go. You forgot my other super chat. It was even higher. Oh, okay. Well, let's go look at that then. Simon Rash. Whoop. Let's see. Have you kept up with Vrains? No, not at all. 300k, congratulations. Thank you. When are you going to do more Attack on Titan chapter reviews? P.S. Your videos are awesome. It's just whenever they come out, I'm either at work or I'm working on another video that day. Like, it just sucks every time they come out. I don't know. And I would love to do it like the day they come out, but it's just one of those situations where I do everything by myself, and something eventually has to get pushed to the wayside, and my hero content and my One Piece content takes precedence. So that's just how it works there. No, that's not the same town. Yeah, I answered that one. Are you ready for Carrot's Breast expansion? I am. This guy. That's a fetish I have, so I'm definitely ready for it, yeah. Love your vids. Congrats. Good luck. Let's see. Where did the intro inspiration for your Chapter 900 review come from? Also, what's the history of the I'm not a furry joke? The history of the I'm not a furry joke is that I talk about Carrot a lot, and I really like Carrot, and people want to think if I'm a furry, and I'm not a furry, but I keep it as a running gag because it's the internet. So even when I say I'm not a furry, there's people out there that are like, he's totally a furry, he doesn't just want to admit it. But I'm like, no, seriously, I'm not a furry. But you're like, okay, Tekking, sure. But this keeps it dubious because I keep saying I'm not a furry, but I keep throwing, oh, here's Karen or whatever. I'm like, I keep throwing up images to insinuate if I am, but I'm really not. But you wouldn't know that. So basically, it's just this massive juggling game I have going on here. Whereas, is he a furry, really? But isn't he? I don't... Wait, huh? Is? What? I don't... What? That's basically where I want you guys to be at. In a constant state of confusion, okay? I'm not, by the way. Like, I'm seriously not. But you can't take that with a grain of salt, because it's the internet, right? You have to. You have to kind of like... No, he's not. No, he's just screwing with us. Like, I'm seriously not, but just take it and run with it, guys. But yeah, the intro for Chapter 900. Oh, when I did the Conan thing. You know, like, boom, boom, don, 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 don. That was actually from an old Spoony One review. Go and look up the review that Spoony did. It was like one of his earlier ones. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Spoony, Noah Antweiler, he was a reviewer for That Guy with the Glasses back in the day. And then he got kicked off the site, and then he had his own website, the Spoony Experiment, where he made a bunch of content on that for a few years after that, and he made some really funny shit. I go back and watch his stuff all the time. But eventually, he basically just fell off the face of the earth. I mean, he's still around. I mean, he's not dead. He still tweets and stuff. It's just he doesn't make video content anymore. You know, he has a lot of issues, a lot of health issues, a lot of psychological issues. He's battled anxiety and depression. He was never very good at dealing with negative criticism. So it was basically like a roadmap on how not to treat your audience, basically. Is what I learned from him, if nothing else. But there was this old video he did for your Hunter from the Future, and the intro to that was the same song I used for that Chapter 900 review opening. Have you read the Shokugeki no Sanji one-shot? I have. I want to talk about it, but it's another thing where I'm just like, I don't know have time or when I'm going to pencil it in, but I'll figure it out maybe at some point. Hey, can you give a shout out to Paul Pinto on YouTube? He loves your vids and wants to do YouTube with his skill blacksmithing. There's not a lot of blacksmiths in the world anymore. That's kind of a medieval thing, but that's not a bad thing that you're trying to do it. Go for it, Paul Pinto. Pinto? Hey man, your videos keep me alive. You're hooked on life support. Like, the doctor, he's not gonna make it. We have to keep him on life support. 10 milliliters of cringe every half hour. We found this YouTube... Doctor, where are we gonna find that much cringe? I'm like, we found this YouTube channel. Oh, okay, he's set for life then. Actually, he might be immortal. Congratulations. Oh, here it is. What is Zoro's favorite thing to do while on the sunny? Work out? Getting lost at sea. Oh, haha. Also, congrats on the 300k subs. Keep it up. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Congratulations on 300, and I watch your videos every day. Still a little upset that you never did that Pokemon rap I wrote, but I'm still a fan. Yeah, that was a thing where... Was it last... No, that was 2 years ago. I had this big, epic idea for, like, a music video. Like, there was backup dancers and a fog machine and, like, disco lights, and then I realized I don't have the resources nor the money to do all of that. You know, like, I really wanted this to be a professional fucking music video or something, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. And because I couldn't do that big theatrical production, I just lost all interest in it. I'm sorry. Big Mom on weight scales, but yeah, but it wasn't like a slight to you. I wasn't like, I like the song you sent me. I remember when you sent it to me. It was a good song. Feel free to use it for anything else you want. I was gonna do it, but I was just like, I shot for the moon. I shot too high. I'm just like, I should have maybe come up with a simpler idea. Maybe I would have gotten it done, but yeah. Big Mom on weight scale for 1 million. Okay. Yeah, and I answered all these ones. All right. Do you ever have plans in the future on making videos on non-anime content at some point? Once again, I'm one guy, and I have to keep the One Piece content consistent because that's the main draw of my channel. And I'm also trying to make the My Hero Academia stuff, that's slowly gaining traction too, which is good. One Punch Man stuff, of course. I want to branch out for more stuff, but it's just like, I really wish I could clone myself. I really wish I could. That would make life so easier. Oh, but yeah. I wanted to do videos on like Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead, although both of those series look like they're ending soon, so we'll see. Because I know if I put out a video on like Game of Thrones or something, it's not going to get nearly as many views as One Piece or whatever. And I still need to keep my content consistent. Congrats on 300k, been a big fan since 40k. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Comic. Thanks on the crank. Just thank you in general for everybody that said thank you. Or congrats. Congrats on 300k, Light Swarm. Love the content. Congrats on 300k, Storms. Light Swarm and Storms. $25. Thank you. $1.03. Thank you, Josiah. Just watched your Toru Hagakure vid, and I only have one question. How did she pass the entrance exam? Stayed invisible and had the robots destroy each other. There you go. You forgot my other super chat. It was even higher. Okay, that's the one I just answered. Okay. We'll come back to the super chat in a little bit. Let's get back to the regular chat here, because I know that's moving on by. Moving on up to the east side or west side, whatever side they were moving to. Quit Dollar Tree. Nah, not quite yet. My time has not yet come quite yet. The promise has yet to be kept yet. I sent you some furry fan art. Check your email. I'm not a furry, but I'll look into it later. But I won't fap to it or anything. Were you doing One Piece content as you were doing Bleach? No, I really wasn't. When I talked about Bleach for 5 years, that was like the only thing I talked about on this channel. Every now and then I did like a Pokemon Let's Play or a random video about something else, but it was mostly Bleach for like 5 years. Classic Tekking thumbnail. Yep, it involves boobs in some way. Thoughts about the One Piece live-action TV series? Like I said, I haven't really read up a lot about it, so it's kind of a mystery at this point. Let's see. Any anime recommendations on ecchi? I read Trinity 7, I was watching Trinity 7 the other night. That's kind of ecchi. Let's see. Give us fat material. Where can I get good figures of One Piece characters? Honestly, like conventions. You go to any sizable anime convention, they're gonna have a shit ton of figures of good quality about like everything. So yeah, you could easily go to one convention and buy the entire Straw Hat set. Probably, it would just probably cost you an arm and a leg. Some of those figurines cost like $50-$60 when you're at conventions. That's why I typically don't buy figures. I usually buy, like, when I go to conventions, I stock up on wall scrolls or pop figurines. Okay, I'm a sucker for pop figurines, but they're only like $10 each. Manga, I buy a lot of manga plushies for the backdrop in my videos. Like when I went to Tekko, I bought Mimikyu here. This guy was like $35. Like, this shit is... You need to bring money when you go to conventions. Your wallet will be very sad at the end of it, okay? Because everything is so expensive. But it's Mimikyu! Mimikyu! Hi! Nobody loves me. I love you, Mimikyu. I love you. What are you? What's a good anime for an 11-year-old kid? I recommend Hellsing Ultimate. And the original, too. $300K damn souls. I know, right? Pretty weird. Are you a Todoroki Momo fan? I am. I could see those two getting together. Have you ever tried growing a beard? No. I shave every night. I actually cut myself last night when I was shaving. I don't know if you could see it, but I have a cut right here. See? This is proof that I shave. I shave every night. I have a little bit of scruff right now. Even right now, you can kind of see a little scruff. I just don't like the way it feels. Can I grow a beard? Based on my dad and all of his brothers, yeah, I could grow a beard. My dad doesn't have a beard. He has like a goatee kind of thing he has. But yeah, if I did not shave for a solid week, I would probably have something to work with, but I don't really, that doesn't really interest me too much. So, yeah. What convention do you go to? I'm about to hit Anime Revolution in, whoa, what was that? Whoa. Anime Revolution in Vancouver. Tekko is the big one in my area, TekkoCon, which is in April in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There's another one called SetsuCon, which is in Altoona, Pennsylvania. This was the first year it was held in Altoona, though. That's held in January. And SetsuCon used to be held at a golf course of all places. Just this tiny little golf course. Me, Casey, and Zach went to it in 2017 at this golf course, and it was just a really weird place to have a convention. But it finally moved close to home. So there's this... Altoona is not very far from here. It's only about a 30-minute drive from where my house is. It used to be held in State College, and the golf course was like an hour and a half from my house, so it was a bit of a drive. But this place is a lot quicker. So I freaked out when I found out it was being held that close to home. I was like, holy shit! It's being held right there! So me and my friend Phil went, and we had a lot of fun. You know, I actually have some pictures here. Hold on. Do I have pictures of Setsu this year? I don't think I have pictures of Setsu this year. I have pictures of Setsu when I... Oh, no, yeah. Wait, yeah, no, this was last year. This was 2017. Yeah, this was the last year one. Well, no, I have one picture, but I'm not showing you. But here's a picture of me at Tekko this year. Wait, what? Where did I put all my freaking pictures at? I'm losing track of everything. I suck at organization, Matt. The porn folders are all organized as shit, but when it comes to my pictures, they're scattered all over my computer, all willy-nilly. Willy has a nilly. Nilly has a willy. That's better. Yeah, Nilly has a willy. Don't trust Nilly. There it is, Tekko 2018. Why is it in my projects folder? It does not belong in there. But anyway, yeah, I went to Tekko, and I met a bunch of people. I met more fans this year at Tekko than ever before. Here's me with Ochako. No, that's Tifa from... That was Tifa from fucking Final Fantasy. Where's the Ochako one? She's in here. That's a fan... Oh, there she is. God, my hair was long. I cosplayed as Sabo for part of it, but this was the day I was just walking around in my normal clothes, you know? So, that was fun. Have I ever tried deep-fried butter? I have not. I was at a festival last night. There's like a yearly, like a summer festival thing by the lake. Everybody just gets together and hangs out, and there's like picnics, and there's like food carts and everything, and they had funnel cakes and deep-fried Twinkies. Didn't have any of those. I just had fries. And I found some of my friends there, and we just sat and watched the fireworks last night. So that was pretty fun. The one deep-fried thing that I do love is every year when I go to the fair, which I might not actually get to go to the fair this year because we're going to Florida the same day we're going to the fair. I mean, we're going to Florida the same week the fair is happening. But one thing I always have to try once a year at the fair, I stay away from a lot of the really, like, deep-fried shit. I don't really eat a lot of that stuff. I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat a lot of sweets in general because I figure I get enough sugar from iced tea. So I don't really eat that much sugar. But the one thing I have to try every year is deep-fried Oreos. You haven't lived until you had a deep-fried Oreo. Those things are just absolutely delicious. Delicious, they're delicious. Yeah. What convention do you recommend for people that have never gone before? That entirely depends on the area where you live. I mean, Setsu and Tekko are just the ones that happen to be closer to where I am. Look up, there's a website you can look up. I'll look it up right now, actually. Hold on. There's just a really simple website that lays out when all the conventions are, and you can find out. Animecons.com, yeah, that's it. Just look it up, and it'll tell you where every single anime convention is throughout the year. It even goes back to, like, 1975. Yeah, you can even look into the past years. Anime 1999 in the Netherlands. You could search by country. So yeah, hold on, I'll show you the website. Oh, I still have YGO Pro open. You could do a live stream solely on making up ways to kill Kaido. We should do that. That sounds like fun. Let's sit down and like, okay guys, I have the smart Tekking glasses on. I'm smoking like a pipe or something, like a fake pipe with bubbles. I'm like, all right guys, let's try to figure out a way to kill Kaido. I just have a clipboard trying to figure out best ways to kill Kaido. We need to do that. We're doing that. We're totally doing that. All right. But yeah, what was I gonna? I was gonna show you the website. Okay. So this is animecons.com. Just a very, very simple website. So I live in North America, live in the USA, and these are all the conventions that happened in 1999 in the USA. But let's go to. Oh my God, we could go all the way up to 2025. Anime Boston 2025. You don't know that! There could be a freaking nuclear war between now and 2025. There might not be a Boston in 2025. But Anime Boston is still going to be held there. Okay, but in 2018, yeah. So these are all the conventions that are happening. And, yeah. So right here is Setsu. This is the con I was talking about. Blair County Convention Center, Altoona, PA. Yeah, that was held in January. And then in April, first week of April, was Tekko 2018. And that's at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in Pittsburgh. So those are the ones that are closest to me. There's another one that's held earlier in the year, and I think it's Colossal Con. Colossal Con. And it's in Ohio. And it's usually held at, like, a water park place. Oh, wait, no, that's held in the summer. Hold on, I'm an idiot. Colossal Con, right here. Yeah, the Kalahari Resort and Convention Center. It's literally held at, like, an indoor water park. And I was trying to get some friends to go one year, and it just kind of fell through the floor, but that looks like a really fun place to go. Oh! Holy crap, I just thought of an idea, because I'm going to be in Florida later this month. Not at the end of August. September 1st, we're flying out. Yeah, September 1st, we're leaving for Florida. Is there going to be an anime convention in Florida? Like, around where I'm at? That would be crazy, because we're going to be there for, like, a week. There is! Oh, that's the day we're coming back. Shit. That might not even be close to where we're at, also. St. Augustine, Florida. Damn. Wait, no. Wait, oh, nope, Gainesville. Damn it, that's before. Shit. So, it's, like, literally a week before and, like, the last day. Hold on, let me check the calendar really quick. Yeah, we're literally coming back. We have a... Well, hey, well... Nah, that won't work, yeah. That's literally the day we're flying back. Shit. September 7th. That's funny. Ha, damn you, Ancient City Con. It probably wouldn't have worked out anyway, because it might not even be close to where... You know what I mean? It might not even be close to where I'm staying, but still. Let me just find out where this place was. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's clear across the state. Yeah, that's clear on the... We're staying at Clearwater, which is like the Gulf side. And this St. Augustine place, it's like on the other side of the state on the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, I couldn't have gone to that anyway. But here's the thing. We're not that far. We're about an hour and a half drive from Orlando, which is where Disneyland is. Disney World, sorry. And or was it Disneyland or Disney World? Whichever, the one in Florida. And I really want to go to Disney because we're going to be there for a whole week. So I want to pick one of those days, and I want to drive out to go to freaking Disney because I've never been there. I want to see Donald Duck and punch him in the face. I got some freaking issues with Donald Duck, but Mickey's cool. Can hang out with him, I guess. Yeah, it's like 2 hours from where we're staying is Orlando. So we could pick a day and drive down to Orlando and hang out in Disney. I would love to do that. That would be so freaking boss. We're doing that. I'll even pay for... I know the tickets. The tickets are like $100 each. I don't even care. I want to go see freaking Disney. I'm never... This is the first time I'm on a plane. This is the first time I'm going to Florida. I'm having fun, damn it. Someone's salty they never got healed in Kingdom Hearts. I guess so. I wonder why. I wonder how many people did that. I wonder how many people played Kingdom Hearts, then went to Disney World. Is it Disney World or Disney? It's Disney World, right? The one that's in Florida. And how many people went down there like, hey, Donald. Oh, how you do? I can't do a good Donald. Like, oh, how you... Wow, I can't do a good Donald. Because Donald has this weird, like... Maybe if I hold my throat, I can do it. Oh, how you... Oh, God, no. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt it. But Donald Duck's like, hey, buddy, how you doing? Ugh! That's for not healing me in freaking Kingdom Hearts 2, you piece of duck! Oh, yeah. But yeah, I get to go to Disney! I feel like I feel like I missed out on my childhood. Because I never had a chance to go to Disney, you know what I mean? Yeah, 300 souls have been collected in my mystery fun box. And they're never getting out. When you click on that subscribe button, that's a binding contract, sir. Okay, so I should bring this up now, okay? I have a contest for... I'm going to explain this in a video coming up this week, and I have so much shit going on this week, it's insane. But at some point, I'm going to put out a video, because I wanted to do a contest for 300K, right? I wanted to do this big contest. But I'm not going to have enough time to do it. Because I have a contest in like planned, ready to go. I had this ready for a while. It's another design contest where you design your own stuff, but it's gonna be a lot of like work. So I want to have everything done before I go to Florida, because we're going to Florida at the end of August. So I only have a month basically, and those design contests take longer than that. So I'm gonna do another contest for right now for the 300K. It's gonna be much smaller. And I know just because of the nature of the contest, I'm probably going to get less entries. But it's going to be something that's at least a little bit easier for me to judge and get done quicker. And then I'm going to give out the prizes and everything. I'm going to have everything of this contest done before I go to Florida. And then this other contest, the design contest, I was aiming more for end of September, October. I was even thinking about like combining it with Halloween in some way, making it like a Halloween themed contest. Maybe doing something like that, I think would be not a bad idea. But I'm only having a month to go to Florida, and I want to have everything wrapped up and done by that. So I'll make a video about it at some point this week. I just don't know when. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be in this one. It's going to involve... I can't tell you what the contest actually is going to be, like what I have to... what you're going to have to want to talk about. what you're gonna have to... I can't talk today. What you're gonna talk about, because that you'll send me in entries now. But it's going to involve making video responses to me, and it's going to involve My Hero Academia. So if you're not a fan of My Hero Academia, then you really can't enter the contest. And, well, you could, you just, you know. And if you're not really into making videos, then you also can't really enter it. That's going to be something, it's just going to be a smaller kind of contest. And I was going to give out, like, a PS4 to the winner. And some gift cards and shit. But the contest that's going to happen later on in the year, don't worry if you can't enter this one. The one later on in the year, that's going to be the bigger one. So don't worry, all right? There's going to be another one that's going to be One Piece related that's going to be closer to, like, Halloween. But, yeah. Tekking's you sneaky thumbnail YouTuber. I don't think it was sneaky. I wasn't trying to be sneaky with that thumbnail. I wasn't like, man, they'll never figure out what I'm trying to do here. I actually got that idea from Scary Movie 3. Go watch the first scene of Scary Movie 3 with, like, Pamela Anderson and Jennifer McCarthy, and you'll see what happens. But, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna keep this stream up, by the way. Yeah. What's your real name? Matthew. I'm named after the damn tax collector, I know. What console do you use? I use the Nintendo Switch and the PS4. Actually, I just got into a new game on the Switch. I just started playing it yesterday called Hollow Knight. It's a lot of fun. Also, regrettably, I'm even kind of a little bit sad about this to myself. I finally got into Fortnite. Because I downloaded it like 3 or 4 months ago. I only played it like once or twice, and I'm like, eh. But I've been really getting into it today. Oh, God, dude, today on Fortnite, right? I'm just going around, because I'm a total, I don't kill anybody. I suck at killing people. I always get killed a lot. But I'm rummaging around, you know, the tower area or whatever, and I stumble across a bush. A freaking bush. And I'm like, what the hell is this bush? Right? And I'm like, it's a legendary item, so I'm like, okay. So I get it, and I'm like, holy shit, you turn into a bush. And it's like, awesome. So I go and set up shop. I get a sniper rifle, and I set up shop on this side of this mountain. And I'm just, bam! And I still miss everybody, because I suck. But I'm like, ha ha ha, they're not shooting back. They don't know it's me. Wah ha ha. And I placed 3rd in that round. So, damn. Tekking is a bush. Matt, get a girlfriend. Then we can ask you no longer a virgin. Dating is fun. It's not overrated. When did I ever said dating was overrated? When was I ever up here like, the reason I don't have a girlfriend is because I think the whole thing is just overrated? No, I want a girlfriend. I want to have sex. Every girl I meet always has a boyfriend or is engaged or is married. It's happened like over 30 fucking times now. It's really kind of disturbing. It's like a curse or something. It's weird. Tweedledoofer. Anybody think that bush with a sniper rifle is a threat? Nah, probably not. I stick my face out like... No one suspects the bush. I love that. A bush is a legendary item. I love that. I placed 2nd the other day. Mostly because I hide like a little camping bitch the entire round, and I'm like... But then we're down to the final, like, 5 people, and the circle is, like, super tiny at this point, and I'm like, shit, I actually have to do something. So someone's coming at me, and I managed to kill him, and I'm like, oh my god, I killed somebody! And then someone else started doing their freaking tower building shit, and I'm like, ah! I'm like, oh, I killed him too! Oh my god, there's only 2 people left! I might actually win this! And I got shot in the back of the head. But I placed 2nd on that one. Yay! I did it, Mimichu. Do you think teleportation would be an overrated... No, it wouldn't. It's Frankie. Frankie is present. Go to the club. I'm not into the club. I don't dance. I don't drink. I'm not fun. How tall are you? I'm 5'5" and a half. Do you think Sanji hate is justified? I didn't know there was a lot of Sanji hate, but I don't think it. No, I mean, everybody has their own opinion of characters. I mean, I can't be here and be like, you hate Robin, therefore get the hell out of my chat room. Like, I mean, not everybody likes the same stuff. You should take that ancestry test. You know, I've heard something about that, the ancestry test thing, like the 23 or whatever it's called. I heard that there's actually an issue with that because what you do when you're signing the contract with them or whatever, and, you know, they send you the thing and you have to do the swab and everything, something that actually they do, there's something in there that says, like, they have permission to give out your ancestry information to third parties, and you might not think that's such a big deal, but let's say you do the ancestry thing, get your results back. Oh, wow, I'm 20% Scot. Wow, that's crazy. But then, if you get into an accident, your insurance company might actually be able to get that information, and if they find out something about you that, you know, you didn't know, like, oh, there's something in your information there, so you don't qualify for this or whatever. I've heard that screwed over a few people. I already know what I am. I don't need to know what I am. I'm Scottish a little bit and Russian, and I don't need to know all the percentages of everything. You're going to meet your future girlfriend at Disney. It's destiny. Yes, and then I drive back to we fly back to Pennsylvania a few days later. Maybe I'll run into somebody at Disney that's from Pennsylvania. It's possible. I mean, that's all it is a tourist spot, maybe. Have you considered going to work at Rooster Teeth? Not really, because YouTube is a lot of fun, and I get to wake up whenever I want. You should shrink your face cam. Nah, I like it like this. It's cool. Check out Jessica from Dragon Quest VIII. She has big boobs. Now, okay. Where did you acquire your swords? Amazon. This crazy place. Yeah, she does have big boobs. She reminds me of Bouquet from Blue Dragon. Still working at Dollar Tree? Yup. Will we see Klabautermon again for the Sunny? Very likely. I think we already saw one in the episode of Mary. But we might see it again. Who knows? Are you wearing pants right now? I'm wearing shorts. Aha! It's summer, so I'm wearing shorts. Ow. They're allowed to do whatever they want with your DNA. Yeah, that's what I read, so... Yeah, if they give your DNA to your insurance company and they find out you have this illness or something that you didn't say you had, then they could pull your coverage. I mean, so... I don't see it worth the risk, and I don't really care about my ancestry. Like I said, I know in general what I am. I don't need to know the whole percentages and everything. Even if it was something I didn't know I was. Like, Matt, did you know you're 2% Japanese? I'm like, yay, I'm 2% Japanese. That must be why I like anime. Like, no, that's stupid, you know? Like, it's, okay, I'm 2% Japanese. Great. How does that affect my life in any way, shape, or form knowing that? Not at all. Mikasa was screwed over by handing over her DNA. Yeah, she was. Have I ever been to New York City? Yeah, 3 times. First time was when I was a 15-year-old angsty teenager. Second time I was in college and got beat up by a panda. And the third time I was also in college and got molested by an Elmo. I've told all these stories before on my vlog channel. You can look them up. I wasn't molested. There was a guy in a full-body costume. We were taking a picture with him. His hand kind of wandered a little low to my butt. It was a little weird. But it wasn't like a really, like, oh my god moment. But it was a very disturbing kind of moment. Who are you going to Disney with? I'm just going to Florida with my mom and her boyfriend, Jim. We haven't gone on vacation. I don't go on vacation. I've been on YouTube for 7 years. 8 years. Yeah, 9 years. Oh, God. Ugh. I've been on YouTube for 9 years. I have never gone on a vacation for longer than, like, a day or two. Like a day trip to the city. It's always been, you know, I'm here doing this. I've never been on, like, a week-long vacation. Since I was, like, maybe, like, 12, we went to the ocean. I haven't been to the ocean in forever. Technically, it's the Gulf of Mexico, but, you know, it's an ocean. How old am I? 25. You from Pennsylvania. Tekking is Dracula. Pennsylvania. Yep. The hard-to-spell state. Do you know Richard Dawkins? Oh, yeah. I was chatting with him last night. We had sushi, in fact. Nice guy. Yeah, I know who he is, yeah. So you started YouTube before Dollar Tree? Yeah. Yeah, I started the channel in May of 2009. And I talked about a video game for 2 years and didn't really go anywhere. I think in those 2 years, I think I maybe had like 60 subscribers and that was it. Nothing really substantial. And then I started talking about anime, and then that's where it kind of started to raise consistently, you know. From there on out, I mean, it's history, as they say. I have 2 questions for you. How much longer are you streaming? I don't know. Maybe like another half hour. And in One Piece, is it possible that Montdor and Buggy share a father? No. I think that would be stupid. There's a lot of theories, like people come to me and they're like, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying, like, people try to reach, you know, like Buggy's a clown, Montdor's a clown. That means they're related. No, they're not. That would be stupid. Move on. I could be proven wrong, but I just think just because they're both the similar design doesn't mean they're married. They're married. Doesn't mean they're related. Yes, I've seen legs from here to Homeworld. All right, how many people have a leg fetish and jerked it to that episode? Don't look at me. I don't have a leg fetish. I don't even understand why legs are erogenous to people. My dad has that. He's like the leg thing. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't even understand how legs can be sexy. They're legs, but okay. If that's your thing, that episode certainly probably did it for you. Nah, dog. It's about the feet, dog. Have you finished the Hunter x Hunter manga? Yes. How do you know your dad has a leg fetish? Because one time he was watching Fox News, and there was a lady on there, I forget her name, but she had a short skirt, and he mentioned, oh man, look at her legs. And I'm like, okay. My Uncle Randy's the same way. Like, they'll be watching, like, the Weather Channel, and there was a woman wearing a rather conservative top on the Weather Channel. I don't think she was really all that... She wasn't provocatively dressed. It was like, you could see, like, a millimeter of cleavage, and her skirt was, like, a little short. But my Uncle Randy was like, yeah, look at her, the way that she's dressed on there. I'm like, that's rather conservative by my sensibilities. You know? It's just a different time thing, because my dad and my uncles are all in, like, their 60s. Are you into Black Clover? I read it and I watch it, yeah. I don't think it's anything tremendously game-changingly epic, but it's a good series. Now, Promised Neverland. I'm a fan of Promised Neverland. It's a little less weird. You might think that's weird for my dad to tell me that. Let me tell you the story of the most awkward moment I have ever had in my life. Okay, that's something for contention, but it ranks fairly up there. It ranks fairly up there, okay? Are you ready for story time? Okay. So, back in, like, it was like 2010 to 2012, 2013, so, no, earlier than that. 2009. Yeah, 2009 to 2012 or 13, about 4 years or so. My mom was dating this asshole named Harry. All right, he was easily the worst one of all of my mom's boyfriends. My mom and my dad got divorced in 2007. Give it a year for the divorce to finalize. They actually got the divorce finalized rather quickly because they weren't stupid. They weren't, like, fighting back and forth. They got it finalized in, like, 5 months. But, you know, it takes a little while to get over that because my mom was married for 23 years. After about a year, she's like, okay, let's try dating again. And I admit, it was weird. It was weird because you're used to seeing your parents together, and then all of a sudden they're dating other people. It was really weird. And so my mom, you know, she dated. Sometimes they were only like one date. She would go out on one date with a guy, came home. Not for me. Like, whatever. And there was a few boyfriends she had for a little while. Like, she dated Mike for about a year. We strongly suspect he is gay. She dated Glenn for about 6 months. The thing I remember about Glenn is he was a really short guy, but he had a ridiculously hot daughter. So I got to hang out with her a lot, so that was fun. Yeah. She dated Dave for a little while, but the one that she dated that I just absolutely fucking hated was Harry. Okay? And the reason I hated Harry was this. Harry, he was an asshole, but he wasn't the kind of asshole that was in your face about it. No. Harry was the very charismatic kind of guy. The kind of guy where if you see him in public, he'll chat you up. He'll be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, Harry, how you been? How was the game last night? Oh, the game was great, man. You know, them freaking Pittsburgh Pirates, they're kicking ass. Oh, yeah, they're awesome. Hey, how's that truck? Oh, the truck is awesome. You know, I'm doing this. Hey, we should have a beer sometime. Yeah, man, we go down to my house. I got a bar. We'll pop open some beer. Very charismatic guy. Total asshole behind the scenes. You know somebody like that? Do you know someone like that? I think we all know somebody like that. Somebody that, you know, you meet him in public, he's cool, but then you get to see what he's like, and then he's like, okay. This guy was extremely emotionally abusive to my mother. My mom and him were engaged to be married for a little while. He would set a date for the wedding. Like, he would just set a date for a wedding. He's like, we're getting married on February 15th, and if we don't get married on this date, then I'm breaking up with you. That's the kind of shit he would do. My mom would come home from his house. I can't count how many times my mom came home crying from his house. He didn't live ridiculously far from here, but it was a decent drive. So she would go there and spend a weekend and come back home crying. And I'd be like, Mom, you need to fucking end it, all right? He's a freaking asshole, all right? He just straight up. But, you know, he would call her up and say, I'm so sorry, Karen. I love you. And do all the freaking charismatic, you know, we're going to do all that. And this just went on and on and on. This went on for like 2 or 3 years. Because, like, the first year it was, like, okay. But then he started to actually sink into it. And you found out. Something else he also did was, you could tell, this guy always bragged about everything expensive he owned. I always made a joke like he didn't have a soul, because it was like, he would like, hey, check this 80-inch television I have. Yeah, he had an 80-inch television. 80 inches. And it was like, they had to take out part of the wall to get it into the house. Check that out. Check out this boat I have. Check out this motorcycle. Check out this Chevy. Check out, I think it was like a Corvette. Check out this hot tub I have. You see that ceiling fan I have? This was one of the first remote-controlled ceiling fans that were ever made. The dude was bragging about his ceiling fan. He was bragging about his vacuum cleaner. No shit! He's like, see that vacuum cleaner, Matt? That vacuum cleaner was $150. See that knife set on the counter? That's a wolf. That's an authentic Wolfgang Puck knife set. $200. I'm like, that's great, Harry. You're such an awesome guy. You have all this expensive shit. You must be awesome. Fucking dipshit. So anyway, one night, this is just the setup. One night, Harry was over at my mom's house. By the way, just to set up what Harry looked like, he always wore flannel, had his shirt opened to expose his hairy chest, wore gold chains, and always wore like either a do-rag or like a backwards baseball cap. That's Harry. So he was over at our house one night, right? And we're sitting at the table eating dinner. And I don't remember if this was the same dinner or if there were separate dinners where these conversations took place. That might have actually been the same dinner. But I remember two very weird conversations, like while you're eating dinner. One of them was he made a joke that basically it led to like, he made a joke where the punchline was like, hey Matt, I get to fuck your mom. That was basically the gist of the joke while I'm eating my dinner. Like, can I be excused, please, at that point? Like, yeah. And then the other one was he made a reference to, like, you know how there's the stereotype that all black guys have really big Johnsons, you know? Where he made a reference like, yeah, well, I was in the army and, you know, there was a lot of times we were taking showers in the barracks and, yeah, sure enough, every black guy I've seen has a really big... Keep in mind, dinner conversation. I'm eating pork chops while this guy is talking about big black... Right, I know, okay? So, yeah. So anyway, those are two very awkward stories. I don't remember if they were the same dinner or separate dinners. I don't remember the exact gist of the conversation. These happened years ago. But I just remember those two ones that got brought up. Very awkward conversations. Very awkward indeed. Yeah. And so finally, after all of this crap, after this, we're getting married on this date, and, you know, if you're not getting married, then I'm breaking up with you. After this crap, my mom finally says enough is enough, and she breaks up with him, and she stays broken up. And she's been dating Jim now for probably closer to 5 years. You know, 4 years, maybe going on 5 years, something like that. They've been dating. Probably 4 years, I want to say. That's closer to that. But yeah, they're together. Jim is a great guy. He's honestly the first out of all, because some of her, like, they weren't all assholes, but there was some that I were just, like, indifferent towards, like, you know. But yeah, Harry was an asshole, and then my mom is dating Jim, and Jim is the one that I'm actually like, yeah, please marry Jim. Jim is a great guy. He's a nice dude. He something else Harry always did was, I guess he thought like he was gonna be a father figure to me. Keep in mind, this was when I was like 16, 17, 18, and I guess he thought because my parents were divorced that my dad was like a deadbeat or something and he wasn't spending any time with me, and Harry was like, I'm gonna show Karen's the name of my mom, I'm gonna show Karen that I'm a good father figure to Matthew. I'm like, I don't need a good father figure, Harry. I have one. Now listen, if my parents divorced when I was like 5, I could kind of see where you're coming from when I was like a little kid, but I was like 16. I'm fine. All right, I'm already good. Okay. And my dad was a good dad. My dad always came down and saw me. I remember one time Harry asked me, he took me out driving for like he took me out to do like a driving lesson every now and then, because this is when I was learning my permit. And I remember he took me out once, and he did teach me good stuff about driving. I'm not even saying he didn't. He did. But, you know, it's just the principle of the thing is, the thing that really messed me up is one day he was like, you want me to teach you how to drive today? And I'm like, no, Harry, that's something that my dad's going to do. And he's like, Harry looks at me and he's like, well, you know, do you know he's going to show up? Do you know that your dad's going to show up? Has he ever, like, left you hanging before? And I'm like, nope. Not once. Not a single time. Not a single time have me and my dad ever made plans and my dad just doesn't show up. Every single time I could call my dad and I'm like, Dad, I need help with something. Like recently, actually. A few months back in March, my tire was flat. And I was kind of in a weird situation, and I called my dad, and I'm like, Dad, tire's flat, can you come and help me? He's like, yeah, I'll be right there. My dad is a good dad. Not a great husband, but he was a good dad. So, yeah, Harry was, like, he's like, oh, yeah, parents got divorced, therefore, I'm gonna be Matthew's father figure. I'm like, yeah, I don't need one. It's cool. I already have one. You're good. All right? Anyway, that was a story time with Tekking. Hope this money goes to you. Love the channel. You got me back into One Piece and I'm not addicted. Rewatching the entire anime. LOL. Good luck, sir. The Nux. Oh shit, is Nux in here? Sweet. What's your height? 5'5.5". Nux Taku, keep up the great work. You keep up the great work. Keep up with the thumbnails. I enjoy your thumbnails. Yeah. Do you think there will ever be a bounty hunters in the new world? Yeah, probably, somewhere. We are the same. Yeah. But then again, you know, I haven't seen Harry in forever. I saw him at, he was in Dollar Tree a few years ago. I ran into him. And, I played up the just, like, because I'm good at, I could, you know, I'm not the kind of guy, like, if I see somebody I hate in public, and there's not very many people I hate. Usually you have to do something not to me, but to one of my family members or my friends. Like, if you fuck with them, then I really genuinely... Because a lot of time, because I'm used to slander and shit. I get that from YouTube, you know? It's like, so it's like, whatever. But, you know, someone that, like, emotionally abused my mom... Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of you. So, but I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna be like, hey, Harry, you piece of shit. I play it up. I'm like, how you doing? Haven't seen you in forever. And, you know, whatever. And he was there for, like, a few minutes and he left. But whatever. And that was in the past. It's in the past. It's gone. Whatever. Oh, and the icing on the cake, only a few months after my mom and him broke up, he was already dating somebody else and already engaged to that other person. So we actually kind of realized that the reason why he was so dead set on marrying my mom was because he was in debt from all the expensive stuff he owned. He was in massive amounts of debt, and when you get married, you gotta split the debt, see? So that was what we thought was the situation with him. That's what we thought. I mean, it wasn't like we, you know, didn't investigate. We didn't hire a PI or anything, so we don't know, but yeah. Yeah, I saw the 1,000-Year Blood War characters are on, yeah, I saw that. I don't play the game, but I saw it. Oh, something else I want to bring up. This is about Attack on Titan. You know, I'm really into the new theme of Attack on Titan, Season 3 theme. What do you guys think about it? Because I've been hearing some mixed opinions of it. A lot of people think it's too soft, it's too quiet, it's too calm for an Attack on Titan intro. The thing you have to keep in mind is this arc, the Uprising arc, this arc is really not about Titans. It's about Titans at the very, very end, but it's not really about Titans altogether. This is about discovering the world that they live in, like, in the walls. This is about discovering the way that it's ruled over and the transitional period between the way that the walls were run for hundreds of years in this new era. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about discovering who the real king is. It's about discovering the secret behind the royal family and how the walls have been set up and everything. And it's about exposing all that to the public, because before they can even figure out what's going on with the rest of the world, they have to figure out what's going... They have to solve the issues of just their own little ant hill that they live in, you know? So, yeah. It's nothing that's really focused on attacking Titans, despite it being Attack on Titan. And Kenny is incredible, so I'm excited for him. Has anyone ever come to the door while you were filming a video? Yeah, a cop came to my door once. That was fun. Nothing really that remarkable. Like, never, like, neighbor has never knocked on my door, like, could you shut the hell up? I'm trying to sleep. Like, nothing like that. Yeah, because I don't film videos in my studio, like, really late at night. My studio has no insulation, so if I'm in there shouting up a storm, you can hear it. It's, you know, it's pretty noticeable. So if it was like midnight and I was in my studio yelling, doing a video, then yeah, my neighbors might, you know, complain, but I don't do that. Have I ever watched Code Geass? Yes. Wasn't it announced that the anime is going to be different from the manga? You mean Attack on Titan? I haven't heard that. Might be. Maybe. Maybe it's Maybelline! What was the most unsatisfying ending you've ever read/watched? Gantz. Anime. Filler. Shit. Basically ripped off Cowboy Bebop. Not even shitting. You. Me. Mimikyu. Ace. Microphone. Tic Tac. Shit. Are your houses connected? Are my houses connected to what? A garage? We have a garage. Yeah, Teen Titans Season... No, it wouldn't be Teen Titans Season 5, it would be Teen Titans Season 6. And all I can say about that is the only information that we have, that we're probably getting it, and I'm really pumped for that. I hope they answer all the questions. I hope they answer what happened to Terra. I hope they answer about... You know what I want to be answered? There was an episode in Season 5 where they were doing a race, like a Wacky Races parody, and they were chasing after a briefcase that Robin had, and it was like Robin's most secret item. And at the end of the episode, they opened it, but you never actually got to see what was inside. I want to see what was inside of that damn briefcase. Yeah, who was Red X? That was another one that we never found out. Connected to your neighbor's house. It's not connected to my neighbor's house. It's right next to my neighbor's house. If I'm in a room with no insulation shouting my head off, my neighbor, who lives like 10 yards away, would probably hear it. Robin is Red X. No, he was Red X in the one episode, but then the suit went missing and somebody else took it. DFF or DP? Right now, DFF. Back in its heyday, DP. DP was my thing, was my jam back in like 2016. I used to watch DP late 2015, early 2016. I watched DP all the time. I even sent them fan mail. There's even an episode where they opened fan mail that I sent them. It's episode 187. Watch episode 187 of Drunken Peasants, and they opened fan mail that I sent them. But yeah, I used to watch them every night. Well, not every night, but every night that they broadcast. It was like my ritual, and it ended, and it sucked. I wasn't watching them for the most part after a certain point. It just kind of changed after a while, but yeah. Are my lips Botox? I think it's finally time I came clean. They're not. This is natural. Yeah. We're all different. Everybody is special in their own unique way. I'm so energetic. I am. I have to be getting off here soon though, because I'm gonna go make dinner on the grill. I got some steaks and some mushrooms. I've discovered a new love for mushrooms. I'm gonna make shish kebab. I'm gonna make steak and onion and pepper and mushrooms shish kebab. Dip them in soy sauce. Oh god, they're so good. I'm learning to cook. I can actually cook. Good shit. I have thicker lips and it sucks. You know, ironically, you'd think this would be something that a lot of kids would make fun of when you're in high school. Like, you could even imagine all the gay jokes that I would maybe get when I was in high school. But I never got anything. No one ever mentioned my lips. No one ever brought up my lips in conversation when I was in high school. Not as an insult, not as anything. Very weird. Not until YouTube. Not until YouTube. Do you like wrestling? I do enjoy some wrestling. No, I don't. I don't watch wrestling. I don't know what I was saying there. What type of devil fruit would you want? Oppie Oppie no Mi. What was the first anime you ever watched? Probably Pokemon. I can't really imagine Pokemon. Oh, yeah, there's something special I wanted to... Because I'm sitting down and thinking, like, what am I going to do for the 300,000 subscriber special? I got to do something special. And I could only really think of one thing. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, you guys might remember, if you follow my vlog channel, I think, like, 2 weeks ago, I put out a video where I was cleaning under my bed, and all the stuff that was under my bed, you know, I was discovering, okay? One of the things I found under my bed was this. This is my diary when I... That was squeaky. That was my This is my diary from when I was, like, I want to say 8 or 7. I had it when I was, like, a little kid. You know, most people write in a diary when you're, like, an angsty teenager. No, this is when I was a little freaking kid. So I thought it would be fun to troll the hell out of you with this. Later, everybody. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not going to be that mean. Not going to be that mean. Okay. So, yeah, this is my diary. I don't really, you know, it's not a diary, it's a journal. Like, no, it's a diary. It says diary right there. I'm like, whatever. It's a book that I write shit down in, okay? So here's the thing. I don't really mind reading you this because they are literally the thoughts of, like, a 6-year-old. Have you ever talked to a 6-year-old? They're really not that great for conversation. They don't really lay down really all that philosophical, really hard-thinking kind of shit. Usually it's like, I'm gonna go get pizza today! And hey, who doesn't love pizza? I mean, that's awesome, but, you know. Alright, so, this is the first entry in here. This is, I don't know what year this is. The bookmark, oh, okay. The trademark for this book is 1999. That's when, like, the trademark is. So, 1999, I would have been 6. Yeah, I can count. 6. So, let's just say I'm 6. Unless I have, like, an actual date in here. Do I actually have a date written? I don't think I do. October. Oh, okay. No, here's the date. This is a date from April 7th, 2001. And this is in October, June, May. Okay, so this would be... Okay, so if this entry was in 2001, these ones are from 2000. Okay, so these ones are from 2000, so I would have been... January 2000, I would have been 6. And then I turned 7 in April. Okay. Alright, I could read these entries, but there's really nothing to go with here. Okay, so let's try to read some of these entries. Alright, let's see what we got here. First entry is January 10th. I did math at school, and I did reading and played when I got home. I did homework, and I did play Clue, the 23... The 23? Oh, I think what I was doing was, like... This is a page, I think, for, like, special dates, but I didn't know that because I was a stupid kid. So, I think I wrote, like, January 10th, and then January 23rd, and then January 29th. That's because I was an idiot. Alright, so then on January 23rd, I did play video games, and I did play... Knowledge. Knowledge. Knowledge was an old board game that I used to like to play. And watch Digimon, and nothing. Okay. 29th, I watched the Turbo movie. That's referring to the Power Rangers Turbo movie. So, in 1999, in 2000, I was, in January 2000, January 23rd of 2000, I was watching Digimon. And then on January 29th in 2000, I watched the Power Rangers Turbo movie. Okay. Valentine's Day, my mom had fun at Jenny's birthday. Jenny's birthday was a lot. Jenny is my aunt. St. Patrick's Day was the 17th of March. I'm a really shitty, like, Amazon Echo at this point. Just reminding you in horrible, what is going on in March? It's St. Patrick's Day. My birthday is the 24th of April. April Fool's Day is the 1st. Okay. Oh, God. We went to Glendale. Oh, Glendale. Glendale is like it's like a park. It's like a state game park. It's like a camping ground. We went to Glendale, and then we went swimming. Uncle Randy's birthday is the 22nd. Obviously, that was written in by my dad. My dad's, this is really smudged. My dad's birthday was on the 11th. Yes, it is. We shot... Wait, what? We shot... I read that as we shot office workers and had fun. I was raised by Ted Bundy. I'm sorry, guys. No, we shot off fireworks and had fun. All right. I read that as we shot office workers. Okay. That was okay. Man. Got a glob in my throat there. Okay. That actually happens a lot when I'm talking a lot. Like, a lot of times after I'm done doing videos, I'll, like, hack up a big glob of mucus. Don't know if that's normal. But anyway. September. I go back to school in September. I like school. By the way, these stickers, they actually give you a bunch of these in the back, and there's still a bunch in here that I didn't use, so hooray for almost 20-year-old stickers. Scooby-Doo stickers. I still love Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's amazing. Yeah. Is there like a, there's a Fred one. There's Velma. Oh, here are ones you can write on. Yeah, you can, like, see? You can, like, there's Velma, but you can, like, write a little note on there. So I could, like... It's a really shitty heart, but... See? Yay. Okay. Alright. So, back at it. October. Me and Ian went trick-or-treating together. Me and Ian got lots of candy. Ian is my childhood friend that grew up down the street from me. And he moved away when I was in middle school, but he was a year older. Ian was like my one friend when you were a kid. You know, we played video games together and everything. We watched Power Rangers and shit. Last time he played baseball in college. Last time I heard, he was working at a 911 call center. I don't know if he still does that though. He might be doing something else now. But that was my childhood friend Ian. I ran into him at Walmart. And he's huge. He was always tall when he was a kid, but he's like 6'5". He's like super tall. And he's like super ripped too. November. We went down my mom's grandma's and had turkey dinner. I had fun. And strangely, I know why, because we don't celebrate Christmas in January, in December. We celebrate it in January because we're Orthodox. Okay, so now we get actual dates. So this is May 30th. When I woke up, this is riveting. Do you want me to still keep going? This is literally all this is, okay? Like, I don't know how long I go here into this date. This is, well, actually, this goes up to 2004, but I think that's the most recent entry. Yeah, there's, like, most of this book is fucking empty. You know, this is the last entry, but it skips around a lot. Go, go, go. Keep going. All right. When I woke up, I watched TV, and I don't know how spaces work. I took a bath, and I took a ride with Mom. When I got home, I played, and I came up, and I took a bath. And Ian came up, and then I took a bath and went to bed. What a fine day for activity. Weather windy yet cool. Day teens, day 2000. I'll tell you why I had that weird caveat with what a fine day for activity. That was from an episode of Dexter's Lab where Dexter was, like, doing a log for his computer, and he's like, what a fine day for science. And I'm like, oh, that's how I have to write it. June 5th, 2000. When I got up, I had some milk. When I got up, I had some Mike. And I had Pokemon cereal. Oh, I had Pokemon cereal. It's in there. Look, Pokemon cereal. God, this was in the height. Right here, guys. Right here. This June 2000. This was the height of Pokemania. This is when you could go into the store and still buy Pokemon cereal and Pokemon Pop-Tarts and Pokemon snack cakes. Like, they were everywhere. Pokemon was Pikachu. That little yellow mouse has invaded the entire world at this point. Yeah. So, yeah, my documentation of Pokemania was in this book. I had Pokemon cereal, and we went to Yellow Creek. That's another camping place. My parents took me camping a lot when I was a kid. October... No. God, no. Okay, April... Okay. What is... Okay, I'm just gonna show it to you. October 28th. I got ISIS. What else does that look like? I think I meant to say I got $15. But... it looks like I got ISIS. We got him! We got ISIS! I was only 7 years old at the time. Man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I got, they didn't even exist at that point, and I still caught them. Oh, God, I was such a fucking idiot. Come on, Matt. The $sign goes before, not after. Come on. All right, this entry, this is skipping forward a little bit. So that entry where I got $15 / a major terrorist organization, that was October of 2000. This is skipping right to April of the following year, so 2001. So you can see my writing is still not great, but it's a little better than where we were at. I have a... Oh, God. I have just finished cleaning my room, and I am going to get ready to go simming, I spelled it simming, up at the high school. I remember that, for swimming lessons, yeah. The high school had a pool, and it was open after school hours for kids to come up there, and they would teach you how to swim. And that's how I learned how to swim. My dad would take me. That's one of the fondest memories I have of my childhood. We would go up there. It would be late at night. It would be in the winter. They would do it. I don't know why, but they just did. So we'd go up. It would be like at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. We go into the pool. They teach us how to swim. And then there's like free swim where you could just swim around. We just have fun. And then we would leave, and it would be like 9 at night, and it'd be cold, it'd be winter, and then my dad would take me to like McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken or something, and then I'd have dinner, and then I'd go home. And it was a Friday night when these happened. So I would go home and like, yeah, I swam, and then I get to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now I get to go to bed. You know, it's the weekend. There's nothing more exciting for a kid than the weekend, than Friday night. You know, when you're like a little, I would have still been 7. I'm not quite 8 yet. my birthday is coming up, and I am opening a litter from my mom and Bubba. My Bubba is my grandmother. April 8th, 2001. At 6 a.m., me, my mom, and my dad, went to Subway. It was good. My birthday is getting closer in 2 weeks. I wrote this note at nighttime, 8:10 p.m. Thank you for clarifying that past me, that I wrote this note at 8:10 p.m. April 8th, 2001. All right, so this is skipping ahead again a little bit. This is June 9th, 2001. Writing is still atrocious. My friend Jake, are you guys waiting for 9/11? Please go until 9/11. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. My friend Jacob got home from the weekend. My dad got 5 days off, so he's working today. My mom, so he is whatever. My mom is working today too. She works to 412, and me. I was a latchkey kid growing up. I was a kid. Both my parents work, so I was a latchkey kid. This was in the summer though. I have 2 months of summer left, and I have it good. I have it good. Okay, Matt. Good job. You have it good. Everyone's just waiting for 9/11. Everyone's just like, what did he write on 9/11? What did he write on 9/11? August 27th, 2001. As school draws closer and closer, I am getting sadder and sadder. The summer is almost over in 2 days. Goodbye summer and hello fall and winter. A year of math. Enter a year of math. Matthew. I signed that one. This one was written in pencil, so I couldn't read it all that well, but... Year of math. August 29th, 2001. You guys are sick. You know, they're like, we're waiting for 9/11. What did you say on 9/11? Guys, I was fucking 8. Alright? I literally had I didn't even know what the Twin Towers were. I had no idea. You want me to tell you what I did on 9/11? We got let out of school early. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't care. Half day. Got home. My mom hugged me and everything. Like, oh my God, I'm so glad you're safe. To be fair, United 93 crashed down like an hour from where I live in Somerset County. It wasn't very far from where we live, but it was far enough. Like, it wasn't like right outside our house, but, you know, a giant plane crashes down this massive terrorist freaking plot. So I had no idea what was going on, though. I was just happy we got a day off school. So I got home, my mom hugged me, she told me she didn't want me to watch the TV, she didn't want me to watch, because there was, like, you know, a lot of crazy shit, there was, like, people, like, jumping out of buildings and shit. So I was like, okay, I'll go upstairs and play video games. So I went upstairs and played video games, and I ate chicken nuggets, and that's it. That's all I remember about 9/11, guys. That's all I got. Maybe there'll be something else in here, but that's all I remember. I don't remember writing in the book, but maybe. For being 26, you look 20. I'm 25. Okay. August 29th, 2001. Today was the first day of school, and it went good. I think this year is going to be great. Yeah, this year, 3rd grade was going to be a thick year. Yeah. 6 times 52. Day, wed day. I misspelled Wednesday. Wed day. Wednesday, Matt. Just think of wed and think of NES and think of day. Wednesday. All right. This one is not dated. Oh. There's a bunch of pages I ripped out. Well, I guess we'll never find out what happened on 9/11. The mystery will never be solved. Okay. All right, so I remember what I did here. There was a point when I was writing this paper, in this diary, that I tucked it away, and I didn't write in it for years, and then I got back to it, and I was like, screw all of the entries. So I ripped a bunch of pages out. See, you could even see the place where I ripped them all out, right here. And then I wrote this. All the things I have wrote are useless to whoever finds this diary. The following entries are what's you want, and if you think that rip right here is a missing page, you're right, but they had just silly stuff on them. But now you have access to my thoughts and ideas. Just see. Ideas. My ideas, I was a great person when I was 7, 8, and 9 when it came to ideas. I still think I kind of am. One of my favorite ideas... I was very egotistical at that age. I was a great person. I don't know when I wrote this. It was like, I was a great person when I was 7, 8, and 9, so this is at least a few years later. My writing is significantly better, too. It's actually spaced correctly. Okay. This was one of my ideas, was the great comic book person, awesome Metal Man. This is the first issue. So I wrote a comic when I was a kid. I actually wrote 2. One was Metal Man, and the other one was the Hamburger Hero. I actually have them. I have no idea where they are right now. But in 4th grade... Okay, so that might have been when this was. 4th grade, I would have been like 10. Yeah. So the Hamburger Hero was about a sentient hamburger that was a superhero. And he fought against various hot dog and he fought against other various foodstuffs. And the cool thing about it was I had a teacher in 4th grade named Mr. Diolis. And I wrote the comic, and Mr. Diolis actually let me read the comic in front of the whole class. It would be at the end of the day, he would let me read the comic to the whole class. And there were 10 issues, and I remember reading all the newest issues to my classmates, and my classmates really liked it. In fact, some of them even wrote their own comic books after this. Oh my god, I remember that. That's kind of where all this started, that idea of reading my comics to my shitty 4th grade comics to all my friends in school, in my classroom, and because I was not a popular kid, but when I read those comics, people were laughing, they were having fun. That might have been where this whole thing started, you know? $50 from a panda? Congratulations! Well, thank you, panda! Tekking ripped off Hamburger Helper. I will try to find at least... Because I remember there was a few of them that I laminated. I think the teacher, Mr. Diolis, actually took a few of them away and laminated them and gave them back to me. He's like, Matt, you're going to want to maybe keep these when you're older. And as it turned out, he was right. I have an idea where they might be. I don't know 100%, and I'm not going to go and rummaging around right now, but I have a general idea where they might be. If I can find them, I will read them to you. I'll show them to you if I can find them. But I remember he fought against the French fry monster. That was his first enemy. Hamburger Hero versus the French fry monster. That was issue 1. There was also there was an evil Hamburger Hero at one point. The last issue was he fights a clone of himself. Yeah. But I remember that. So yeah, Metal Man though. Metal Man was another comic I wrote. This is the story of Metal Man, a powerful warrior. You see, it all began with a power sword and a man named Jason. This is totally a ripoff of Legend of Zelda and Friday the 13th, by the way. You see, 2 years ago, Jason freed the sword from the rock and battled evil, but 2 years later, a being named Metal Master comes to planet Zaka to fight Metal Man. This is not the most riveting fucking fiction that you have ever heard in your life, right? As Jason hurried through the jungle to free the sword, Metal Master was seeking him. Okay, so there's a picture of Jason running through the forest to try to get his sword that he stupidly left in a rock. He at last found the sword and freed it, but Metal Master has arrived. So that's Metal Man right there. Got the sword. He's got a shield now, too. Metal Master fried a big blast at Metal Man, but Metal Man got up and striked his sword right through Metal Master, but Metal Master... Okay, Matt, come on, learn what a fucking pronoun is. God damn it. Come on, Matt. Pronouns. Use he ran the sword through him. Don't use... Oh, God. Metal Man got up and striked his sword right through Metal Master, but Metal Master got up and stool Metal Man's weapons. That's enough. No one should hear my ideas or thoughts. That's enough. I literally got to a point where I was like, this is stupid, and I wrote, that's enough. No one should hear my ideas or thoughts. That's over. It's done. I get to a point where I'm just like, nah, this is stupid. Guys, come on. By the way, if you want to know what happens next, then crack my code. Okay, well, there's a code. If you guys want to crack it, be my guest. Looks like down here I tried to crack it. Like a few years after this, I tried to crack it again and I couldn't. I don't know what it says. Alright, so this is the last entry, right? I think, yeah. Yeah, there's no other... Oh, wait, there's something written on the back. I have been going crazy about Christmas. All we have been going crazy about Christmas. I think this is the last entry. Yeah, this is the last entry. I wrote November 27th, 2001, but there's no entry here for some reason. But yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing here. Except for this last entry. So this last entry is much later. This was December 2nd, 2004. So I would have been 11 at this point. And so you can tell my writing is significantly better at this point. Stayed home, had a fever. Christmas tree got put up on Wednesday. I still spelled Wednesday wrong. Wednesday. Well, I have going nuts on Christmas in just 1 month, 30 days, and 5 days, but I have school tomorrow. It may be Friday, but still I am worried about the tutor Mom got, and will the science teacher yell at me for running out of class yesterday? And I ended out with a Yu-Gi-Oh quote. Merrick, ha ha ha. Now I fuse revival jam with my Egyptian god slime. I remember that episode. But yeah, I kind of remember that. I remember there was a test that I failed and my mom found out about it and she immediately called the school to get me a tutor. And I was having a panic attack because I was like, tutor, what? I don't know. But the tutor, I thought the tutor was going to be like an old woman, like an old crotchety woman, like on Courage the Cowardly Dog. You know, like, perfect, you have to be perfect. It was actually another girl from my class. It was like a girl that I knew. Like, oh, Kelsey, you're going to be my tutor. Oh, okay, fine. And she's like, yeah, what are you having problems with? I'm like, oh, this, and this. And she's like, oh, okay, we'll do this instead. I'm like, awesome. Running out of science class yesterday. I don't remember that. I don't remember ever running out of a class. Maybe it was like right before the bell rang and I ran out before the bell had a chance to ring. Maybe it was something like that. Because that would have been something I would have been worried about. Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, that's all we got. That was the last entry, and that was December of 2004. So, yeah, there's just to prove to you there's nothing else in here. I don't want to show you that I'm cheating you or anything. Can't really get a good... There we go. Yeah. That was the last entry. So, so that's the diary. That's the diary of Tekking. I hope that elucidated some stuff. Did that explain anything, guys? Did that get you anywhere? Did that let you know anything? Do you know stuff that you didn't know before now? Like anything? Did it like, oh, that's the reason Tekking's the way he is? Like, I don't know. Was your tutor Manga Girl? No, it wasn't. This was way before Manga Girl. 2004, I was in middle school. It was my first year of middle school. Manga Girl didn't show up until, like, high school. Yeah. What was the easiest and the hardest video I've ever made? Love you and good job for 300K. Road to 500K. The easiest videos I've ever made are just really bullshit videos where I probably just filmed for like a few minutes and they're on like my vlog channel or something. The hardest video I filmed was that Bad Shield United video I did, and I just recently re-uploaded that to my channel, so you can check that out. Yeah, that was probably the one that just took the technically took the longest. So let's read the super chats before I go. Congrats on 300K. You should do a video on Dr. Stone, kind of covering the basics to get people interested. I love Dr. Stone, so I would very much enjoy maybe talking about it in some capacity, yeah. Video on how powerful of a pirate Eneru would be. I made a video at Horoween about Eneru, but I never really went into full detail about him, so I think one about him is definitely overdue. Video... Wait, no. Congrats on 300K, Matt. Love the channel, man. Thank you, Dr. Kitty. Greetings from Marijwa, you peasant. That's the Panda from congratulations, 50 bucks. Thank you, Panda. My birthday is April 20. I was April 8th. Oh, cool. What was the easiest, hardest video you ever made? I answered that. What would your Pokemon starter be? Any region? Probably, you know, I'm a sucker for Mudkip. Mudkip was like the first starter I felt like I had a connection to. I heard you like Mudkips. I do. They're adorable. Plus, Swampert's so OP. You know, any region, any land, yeah, that would be that. P.S. Congrats on 300K. Thank you. Sanji101. Congrats on 300K. Big fan, mostly One Piece wise. Well, that's what my channel's focused on mostly, so thank you. What was your first anime you watched? I answered that one. Probably Pokemon. DFF or DP. What is the inspiration of Chapter 900? I answered that one. If Carrot joins the Straw Hats, will she learn hockey? I think she could. Maybe observation, maybe a little bit of armament. Yeah, I think she could learn hockey. Has anyone ever come through the door while you were filming a video? I think I answered all these ones. Yeah. Hope this money goes to you. Love the channel. You got me back into One Piece and I'm addicted. Rewatching the entire anime. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I answered all these ones. Opinions on Season 3. I'm enjoying Season 3. Kind of talked about that already. Just woke up to a Tekken stream. Yep. That's me. I answered that one. Yeah, I think I answered. I got to the point where I'm answering all of these. Thoughts on Gabi from Attack on Titan? I like Gabi. I like Gabi. We'll see where it goes. Some people think that she's an annoying little bitch, but I like her. Yeah. Is video going to be saved? Yeah, this one will be. I live in Clearwater and I would love to meet you. Well, we'll see how that goes when I get down there. I don't know where I'm staying and everything. I mean, I know where I'm staying, but I don't know the city. You better go to Potter World. Oh, that's right, I could go to Potter World! I'm like a teenage girl with Disney. Have you read the manga Masturbation Master, Kurosawa? It has a weird name, but it's pretty good. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by Masturbation Master. The Earth is flat. Sure. Are you finished in all the Class 1A discussions? Can you get another video on Pro Heroes? Yeah, I'll do other characters after I'm done with Class 1A, yeah. Congrats. Have you read The God of High School? No. We could do a live stream solely on making up ways to kill Kaido. Yeah, I think we should definitely do that. What would your Chimera character be? Like a Devil Fruit, Quark, Bankai, etc. Like, all in one? I don't know. Like a penguin, griffin, phoenix with the flame fruit with Mayori's Bankai. Yeah. Did you get deep fried? Ah, I see what you did there. What convention? I answered that one. Have you watched The Sopranos? I was never into The Sopranos, no. New to your channel, my good friend Yusuf Malik showed me your channel. I swear to God, if your content is trash, I will stop eating my greens. Oh, well, I hope that I stop. I hope I don't make trash content, because that's a good way to get scurvy. Did you ever have plans in the future? Videos on non-anime content? I answered that one. Love the content. Congrats on 300K. Keep up the fantastic work. 30. All right, I think, yeah, this is back to where we were. All right, yeah, this is back to where we were. Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much everything. Write something in the diary. We could do that. We could do that. At least my freaking penmanship is a little better now. Yeah, I'm still going. My life is still living. It's not like I'm an old man. It's not like I'm about to keel over. Like, I'm 97 years old. Why would I bother writing in this diary? Fuck it, I'll write in the diary. Okay. I'm just going to write on the right side of the page because it's easier. All right, so today's what, the 29th? 7, 29, 18. Hit 300K subscribers. Hip hip hooray. Fans are awesome. Going to do a contest video later this week. Cool thumbnail, yeah. Robin has rockin' tits. Yeah, okay. A panda gave me $50. ISIS is still at large. I'll sign it, Matt. There you go. So, yeah, maybe I should continue writing in this book throughout my life. I don't know. All right, well, have a great night, everybody. Have fun. Tekking, signing out. I'm going to go make dinner.